Cindy, today there is somebody waiting there for you, and I'm not sure if they're going to be on your right or left hand side. So I want you to hold out your hand and see who grabs it, please. You feel anything?
Someone on
The right side. The person who is on the being, sorry, who's on Cindy's right hand side, could you step forward and come closer to Cindy and make yourself known, please? Are you a galactic being or an angel or a spirit guide?
galactic.
Galactic. And is there a name or term of reference that we can call you today for the purposes of Cindy's human mind?
Just call me Lexori.
Lexorian?
Yes.
Hello, Lexorian. Are you to be Cindy's galactic guide today?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. And you're in charge of taking her to the first location, which is this your home location or are you just the guide? Not just the guide, but
Guide
the
only.
guide. And have you known Cindy for a while?
Yes.
And your first impression, are you hovering above the planet or are you on the planet?
Above.
Above. And from above, what does the planet look like?
It's all sort of earthy colours, browns and rust and those sort of colours. Looks a bit like it's got some sort of almost like gaseous fog all over it.
So, is it possible for you to fly down onto the surface?
Yeah.
Go down to the surface now, and as you go to the surface, you will step into your soul counterpart's avatar, so to speak. And I want you to let me know the first thing you notice about yourself.
Don't have feet.
No feet. And do you feel androgynous or do you feel like you have a gender?
Androgynous.
And using Earth terms for reference, if you would describe yourself as a child, a teenager, an adult, or a senior, how would you feel?
Uh, adult.
Oh. And does this planet have a name that is known to human beings on Earth at this time in 2022?
No.
And do you have a name that is pronounceable or referenceable so that we can address you during this session?
No.
All right, then. And what I want you to do is to answer this question. Are you here because you were experiencing a task based incarnation, or are you here for an experience based incarnation? So, a task based incarnation is one where a committee of sorts assigns you a job and you go there and you live on that planet specifically to do that job. An experience base is like what Cindy's having now on Earth, where she has relationships, she experiences emotions, things like that. Task. And now looking at the surface, I know you're not standing on anything. Can you describe the surface to me, please?
I don't know how to put it into words.
So, are there buildings or is there evidence of a civilization there, or is this a new planet?
Newer, but there is a semblance of civilization, like it's starting.
And what is your role here? What task have you been sent here to do?
To help develop help develop help
Are you doing it alone?
oh,
No, you're there with a team.
yes,
But do you do your daily tasks by yourself, or do you do it together with the other team members?
both.
And do you live together, or do you have more of a solo existence, solitary kind of existence?
We are like a community,
Hmm?
but we are like individual.
Now, when planets are generally speaking newer, there generally are groups who come in and do specific tasks and then leave. So you tend to have a feeling of for how long you will be on the planet. So I'm just wondering, how long have you been there and how long will you be there?
In Earth time, it would be 25 years
So that's how long you've already been there. How long are you expected to stay on this planet?
to 100 years.
Okay. And how did you feel about getting this assignment?
Excited.
Excited. And why excited? Are you doing here that was exciting for you?
It is my role to help develop the civilization in a connected way. To explain. To um, difficult to explain.
Connected to other planets, connected to other life forms, connected to higher wisdom?
Yes, yes, connected to higher power.
And the beings, the civilization that's going to live on this planet, do they look anything like you or
Yes,
okay.
in the same avatar.
And so could you describe what you look like, please?
We have no feet.
Mhm.
We are green.
Green.
We have sort of 3 eyes, sort of 2 eyes like humans for seeing, 1 eye like the yeah, eye chakra of
Mhm.
humans, but we have that already fully functioning. We use it all the time.
And what about ears and nose and mouth?
No ears. We do not need to hear anything through an organ. We just know.
Mouth and nose?
We have a mouth for nourishment,
Mhm.
but we do not verbalize.
So you don't use the mouth to talk.
No.
Thank you for persisting today with it in order to speak. I appreciate that. And what about nose for smelling? Do you need to smell?
No, we just know.
No. Okay.
We
So are there anything where a nose would be, or is it slits, or just
know nothing.
nothing? And would you describe your covering of your body as smooth like skin, or rough, or what does it feel like?
Smooth.
And is this on this planet emotional beings?
Yes, but uh, we we do not really have uh, things like you call anger or hatred.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about reproduction of the species? Is that done like in relationships, like for human beings with gestation in the body, or is this an external reproduction process?
We are like uh, chicken.
Oh, like you lay an egg, right?
Yes, yes.
And then how does the egg stay warm and incubated?
We take turns. We share
Sit on it, or does it put it in the stomach, or
to carry.
you carry?
Like, uh, yeah, uh, mm, not bag, pouch.
And does this egg incubate for a while, or
Uh, in Earth terms would be about about 21 months.
okay? Oh, that's a long time. And when your offspring are produced, are they fully functional, or are they small like Earth children that are reliable reliant on the adults?
They are fully functional,
Hmm?
but not fully grown. So they are almost like miniature versions of us.
Okay. Okay. And if you are androgynous, is the choice to reproduce to do with a partnership, or is it just you decide that you want to have a child, or is it a function of producing a civilization? How's the decision made?
We can choose on our own. However, as more highly connected, we choose normally in a partnership or group.
Okay, and if you are the equivalent of an adult, have you made the decision to reproduce yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. And is that something that you're interested in, or are you not allowed to because of the task?
My focus is the task.
Okay, thank you for clearing that up. And you've brought Cindy here today to observe your lifetime, to learn about the skills you have and the knowledge and the powers that she had, the gifts from this lifetime. So I was wondering if you could move her through a bit of a montage or some scenes of your daily life, or show us exactly what we've come here to see. You seeing anything, Cindy?
I can't really understand. It's like I'm standing at the bottom of I guess you'd almost call it a huge crater. It looks all dark around the rim,
Hmm.
and the sky up above looks like purple.
Hmm.
That's
And
what I
are
understand.
you meant to be at the bottom of the crater?
I get the feeling like this is where all the important stuff happens.
Hmm.
Like all the important meetings.
Okay. All right. So
Can't
this could be
see any of that.
all right. So this might be there's somewhere. If you look around, if you imagine you have a torch with you, shine it around and see if you can see a doorway or a passageway or something that looks movable.
Yeah, there's a door over to the right.
So I want you to go to that door
Yep.
and see if you can walk through it. Okay. And I want you to is it open onto an open space or corridor ways, tunnels?
Like a tunnel corridor.
Tunnel. Okay. If you could begin walking down there and then let me know what you're feeling. How are you feeling about going in that tunnel?
It feels
Secret?
like not everybody is allowed here.
And where do you instinctively want to go to? Is there a room that you're used to going to?
It's I feel like there's a room at the end.
So if you want to make your way to there,
Feels almost like a bunker room.
Okay. Yep.
I get the image of a war bunker, a secret war
Yep. Yep. Like a
bunker.
control room or a meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I want you to go in there, and then when you go into that bunker room, I want you to look around and see if there are any other beings in there.
Yes, there are other.
And do you know them, or are they co-workers?
They feel like co-workers, but not the same as me.
Okay. Not the same kind of species, or
No.
okay.
Yeah, it's like a secret meeting room for different beings from different places all over.
And are they all coming here to talk about this particular civilization, or is this a meeting room that's linked to lots of planets?
This is linked to lots of.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. So I want you to show us a meeting, please. It's a
Let's
meeting
see.
that you probably are here to see.
It feels uh, so many factions like arguing out
What are they?
like the pros and cons.
Pros and cons of what?
Yeah, that's the problem.
I don't know what. That's all right. We'll ask your higher self to make this clearer for you.
And maybe the pros and cons of what the individual planets or civilizations, whatever you want to call it, can have access to.
Okay.
Like
It's a bit like dividing resources and stuff.
yeah, like reasons to deny some access to some things.
Yeah, so if you could imagine, it's like a governing body almost.
Yeah, trying to, yeah.
And what are they arguing about in terms of resources?
It almost feels like some believe that access to all should be available,
Mhm.
and others want to deny access to certain things, like it's only for them, not for everyone.
And what kind of things are they wanting to deny access to?
Mm. Knowledge,
Mhm. Kind of knowledge.
but it feels like just certain spiritual knowledge, but I
Okay.
can't see it.
Yeah, that's fine. So I want you to ask yourself of this time, put all reservations aside, and listen closer, look closer. What is it that is to be revealed here today that Cindy needs to know? Maybe it's something positive, maybe it's something negative, maybe it's a skill that she has that she doesn't realize she has in this lifetime. Maybe it's a being that she doesn't know that she's connected to.
I get the sensation that it's
Skill? Okay.
but I can't, I'm unable at this moment to pinpoint what that is.
And perhaps if our guide is still here, can our guide help us by taking us to a moment in time where this skill is demonstrated? Or can the guide take us to a moment in time where you didn't know you needed to use this skill, but you had to? Like, did something go wrong in this lifetime?
I can't understand what I'm seeing.
Just say it out loud so I can hear and we'll see what comes to be. Just, are you seeing cartoon image or?
It's almost elemental power, but I don't understand. It's just,
Are you able to harness power?
yeah. What I'm shown looks like I can do that and control that,
Mhm,
but I can't see for what purpose I would ever
mhm.
be using it. It
Okay.
doesn't actually show me really using it.
So perhaps do you collect that power for somebody else?
Doesn't feel like that.
So are you harvesting power for use elsewhere or to power a machine or civilization or?
That could be it. Like, it feels like I harness the power from the sky
Hmm?
because I get like pictures of like storm clouds and
Mhm,
lightning and all of
mhm,
that. Um, and then put that into the earth
mhm,
to provide, yeah, some sort of energetic power.
mhm. And this is for the development of the civilization?
Yeah, continued development and growth. It's like it helps everything grow.
Is this because on some planets they don't? Okay, I'll try and be specific in my question. On Earth, we have Gaia, who is a sentient being, but is also Earth. Are there planets that don't have the same kind of sentience, therefore they need this energetic power?
Yes, yes. It's it is my job to do that.
Okay, very good. Okay, thank you. That's very interesting. And Can you ask yourself if Cindy of her human time needs to know how to harness the power of the sky and the storm for other purposes? Because we know already that she feels very connected to nature. Is there something beneficial that she can do with that power that she hasn't activated in her current human lifetime?
The knowledge that she can do this and has done this
Ah.
is
Um,
most important.
okay. And is this where her new guide comes in?
Yes, the one with the lightning.
Yeah, the one with the lightning.
Yes.
All right. So that all links up, Cindy. So that's good. We're being shown that for that purpose. So when you're ready to get in contact with him, you can do that. Um, is there anything else that you wish to do for Cindy in this lifetime? Do you wish to activate something like a light language transmission or some healing transmission? Is there anything else that we need to do before we leave this lifetime?
I will send her a light language message.
Please do that and let me know when you're done.
I have sent the message.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time today. Unless there is anything else that you would like to pass on to Cindy, then we request permission to leave.
I have nothing further, thank you.
We appreciate your time today. God bless. And Cindy, it's time to find Lexorian, and we will drift away and float away from this planet. Drifting away and floating away. And Lexorian, is there another location that has wisdom and knowledge for Cindy to go to today? Another lifetime?
Uh, yes.
Yes, okay. If you wouldn't mind taking her to the next location. So Cindy, drift away, float away, and Lexorian will lead the way. Drifting and floating, traveling through galaxy, the new location that is calling you. When you are ready, it will become obvious to you. You'll feel pulled towards it. And I want you to let me know when you're there.
I'm there already. Yeah.
Okay, so are you hovering above or you're on the surface?
In water.
Water. Okay, water-based planet. Is this one that we know as a human?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Oh, what do you look like if you're in the water? Are you like a
Uh, I have uh, thick skin covering.
Mhm. Are you like
Uh,
animal, more animal than human, or more human than animal?
More animal.
You look anything, say a fish or a dolphin or octopus? I'm just pulling out something that comes to my mind when we're talking about water creatures that we know.
Uh, more, I suppose you could describe it like a dragon of the sea.
Oh wow, okay. Are you big or small? Big. Okay. And do you have a gender to you?
Yes,
And which are you?
male.
And would you call yourself an infant, an adult, or a senior? Adult. And do dragons of the sea partner with other dragons of the
Yes,
sea?
we do.
And do you have a partner?
I do.
And do you have offspring dragons?
Yes,
How many?
I have 3 so far.
Three so far. Okay. And is this incarnation an experience? By the sounds of it, not a task?
Yes.
Okay. And are you brightly coloured or one colour, or how do you explain what you'd look like? Cindy
I
might want to paint you.
I am
Shimmery?
shining. I am a beautiful blend of blues, teals, and little bit of purple, um, but all shiny, shimmery in the light. The colors
Mm,
morph and change.
okay. So it sounds to me like there's this children's book called Rainbow Fish, where Rainbow Fish, she has shimmery scales. So you shimmer like that. I'm in my mind, I'm imagining. So Cindy, I want you to, I'm talking to your subconscious mind right now. Cindy's subconscious mind. I want you to take a snapshot of what this beautiful dragon of the sea looks like,
Mhm.
so that you can leave this impression, so that when Cindy is back in her artistic self, she can accurately create for herself a private painting or drawing or sketch. Okay, and how do you identify each other? Do you have a calling sign, a name, a sound? Like how do you communicate?
We have our own language you could not understand.
Sure.
But like you speak, we do the same with our own language sounds.
So you can speak underwater.
Yes,
Okay, it's interesting.
yes. We use how do you call
Kind of like dolphins communicate to each other.
sonar? Yes,
Sonar, yes.
yes.
And what's the purpose of us coming here today? What would you like to show Cindy?
I believe the purpose was to show her a fun existence.
Okay, fun existence. Well, we like that. And how do you like to have fun in this lifetime?
This is what we do most of the time, just
So I'm carefree.
splashing and swimming around and enjoying everything.
Does Cindy not enjoy her life enough?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. And do you have any cool little skills or talents or knowledge that you'd like to impart that Cindy can bring forward to her current human lifetime that is useful to her and in her best and highest interests?
She needs to trust and believe in herself more.
Mm. And how can we help her with it?
I hope by showing her these lifetimes that her trust will grow.
Mhm.
By her seeing what she has done, what she is actually capable of,
Mhm.
what is within her. That it will help open up her senses more to what
Mhm.
she is capable of.
Mhm. And dolphins have light language. So do you have a light language?
We do,
Would you
yes.
like to give her a light language transmission?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, that'll be great. Thank you. And let me know when you're done.
Okay, I am
Okay.
done.
Thank you.
I need to say that the committee
Mhm.
was arguing over light language being available
Ah, okay.
and who should have access
Mhm.
to sharing light language.
Now, is there anything else that we need to see here on your in your lifetime today?
No, just to remember fun.
Just to remember fun. Okay. Thank you. Now, I have a question to ask. You will know the answer. Has Cindy done enough galactic travel for today? or is there any more planets to see?
No, she has done enough for
Okay.
today.